Y'all, I'm back. So look, man, it's gonna be a two-part live, man. This shit crazy as shit. So y'all gotta jump on there, catch the other live, man, and see if y'all can see it and pick up where I left off. Cause I definitely ain't gonna do it again. My phone ringing because I got a lot to do. So try to get some people back on the live. If y'all seen the first one, I'm back on here with the King Von thing. Let's try to do it again and keep it going. This part 2 of the live that got disconnected, y'all. Anyway, when Dirk and Vonnie got into that fight, all the relationship with them being cool was off the table. It was done. It was no more OTF Dirk and King Von. They had went their separate ways. Now, here come the back door. Lord Dirk already knew that when the court come out by him snitching on Von, that this shit was going to come out regardless of King Von telling niggas or not. Right? Now, mind you this. King OTF Vonnie and Lord Dirk got cool. King Von and OTF Vonnie was cool through OTF Vonnie's dad. But you got to think, he don't know King Von. He just meeting Dirk. He's going with the bag. OTF Vonnie going with the bag. See, the setup play came with this, and this is what I had to find out. Now, you got OTF Vonnie, he already from Georgia, right? He know the Georgia laws, right? So, OTF Vonnie must have had an alleged conversation with Dirk to get this man up out of here, King Von. And you got to think, if it's a plot to get somebody out of there, it's going to be a meeting where everybody not there and niggas don't know about this shit, right? So, allegedly, OTF Vonnie and his dad took the money from Dirk, took it over there to Lord Tim, and paid him for the hint earlier that time. They must didn't know what they was going to do. They must have to get the plan together and figure it out, right? So the time come when they backdoored OTF Vonnie dad, that's when he get mad because he never got paid. What happened with King Von was they could not let King Von live because King Von already knew the secrets on Lord Dirk being a rat. So what they did, if you go back 2 years ago, you will realize that Von didn't get high. Von didn't do shit. They got King Von high off of ecstasy and Molly that night. They said Von was out of his body. Now, Von was in there asleep. Now here come the play. How did they get, because I couldn't figure this part out. Like, well, how would Quando Rondo, how can they make a fight and then certain motherfuckers get shot if it was so spontaneous like that? That's because it wasn't spontaneous. All right? Allegedly, how did they line this shit up? King Von was on a promo run for his goddamn album, his album release. He was running around promoting his album. So, you got to think, OTF Vonnie is from Atlanta. He the one that got King Von there. He the one that got King Von to that spot where Quando Rondo and them was at because he's his manager. He's telling King Von that, bro, we got a couple walk-ins that we got to through. We got some walk-throughs that we got to attend so we get the bag. You know what I'm saying? What King Von didn't know was, allegedly, OTF Vonnie knows fucking Quando Rondo and them. OTF Vonnie is the biggest fucking snake in the world. What OTF Vonnie did was, and that's how they got, everybody was off guard except Lord Tim and Quando Rondo. They knew it was about to go down. Allegedly, OTF Vonnie dad hollered at Lord Tim, hollered at Quando Rondo, and they already knew what was going on. Lord Tim knew what was going on. I don't even think Lord Tim and Quando Rondo knew what was going on. They had to, right? But the plot of it was OTF Vonnie. Hoping I'm keeping up because I'm moving a little fast because I got something to do. But OTF Vonnie lined the play up at that nightclub by setting it up with Quando Rondo and Lord Tim. Now, Lord Tim knew about this. Now this come together. Lord Tim got paid for the hit. You know what I'm saying? Quando Rondo knew about the paid hit. He got Quando Rondo there, supposed to have been on a peace treaty. He got Quando Rondo thinking King Von was there to squash it. When Quando Rondo when King Von, then they go to call, yo, Quando Rondo here. Y'all know King Von a hothead. They say King Von hop straight out. Quando Rondo sitting there thinking it's about to be squashed. And then King Von comes up and put the brakes on him. Beat the shit out of Quando Rondo. Now, here come the twat plus when that came, because that made sense. Now, the plot of it all was, I don't think either Quando Rondo wasn't supposed to know about this, or Quando Rondo knew about this, because this is where it get mixed up. Because Lord Tim was already paid months before, right? So, and I'm thinking, well, if they was in on the hit, Quando Rondo and Lord Tim, they got paid for the hit, right? And they got King Von out of there. Why would Dirk be trying to slide for Von? That made all the sense to me. You paid Lord Von, you paid Lord Tim, you paid you paid Lord Tim. You probably don't know of Lord Tim. I don't know how this part is happening, but we know you paid Lord Tim for a fact. So you gotta ask yourself, why would Dirk go spray up the van trying to still shoot Lord Quando, shoot Quando Rondo in the entourage? You know why? It makes sense. They paid Lord Tim to kill King Von. Lord Tim know he got paid to kill King Von. So guess what happened? If it slips out that he got paid to kill King Von, guess what? Dirk's still going to jail. So now Dirk gotta make the payment and still kill them niggas. So nobody won't know. That's what I get out of it. Now the lower part is it get a little tricky to me when I heard the part that it's supposed to be Quando Rondo seemed like he's in a blind too, because they saying Quando Rondo was just sitting there in the truck waiting for King Von to pull up because it's supposed to have been a peace treaty. That's why King Von was there. That's why Quando Rondo and Lord Tim was already there, because they was there to meet King Von because it's supposed to have been a peace treaty going on. You know what I'm saying? And the peace and the whole thing to get rid of King Von on Dirk's behalf is because Dirk already snitched on King Von and his name was going to be smeared through the mud. And to make sure, since he already paid Lord Tim, to make sure that his name, nothing don't come out and the king take a fall off his throne, he decided to kill all them motherfuckers. That's what he was trying to do, but it hit Lord Pad. You still got Quando Rondo living, and you still got motherfucking Lord Tim. So Lord Dirk, it seems like if this shit is true, this is karma coming back to bite you in your ass, bro. And like I said, this is all alleged coming from OTF Vonnie's dad. I'm just trying to sum this shit up to make some goddamn sense, because they done chopped the goddamn video all over the place, and I gotta find a piece here and a piece there and a piece there, put the audios together, and this is my summary on it. This is my summary on it coming from OTF Vonnie's dad. You know what I'm saying? The whole setup to get rid of King Von is because Lord Dirk allegedly snitched on King Von while he was alive. That was it. That's why. And then if King Von would have stayed to go to court, then all this shit would have came out at trial. King Von didn't even have a goddamn lawyer. King Von had a goddamn public defender on pro bono, man. Tell me this shit ain't crazy, man. The back door's always around. I'm sorry I ain't got no more time for y'all. I got a jet. I hope I summarized it. If I didn't summarize it for y'all, drop a comment for me, and I'll go right back and do a deep dive on it when I got a little bit more time, man. Always remember, man, it wouldn't be no me without y'all. And without me, wouldn't be no us, man. Love y'all, man. Protect these women and children. It's the biggest OG. I gotta go.